Hi, I'm Howard Kodra, and as CEO of Oceans Harmony, I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you a bit about myself and Oceans Harmony. Oceans Harmony is a non-profit organization dedicated to maintaining, improving, and conserving the oceans and seas of the world. Our vision is to become a paramount source of credible, unbiased data and information to all interested parties regarding the environmental impact of human intervention and activity on a global scale. That might sound like a tall order. However, with today's technology, nothing is out of reach. Oceans Harmony is driven by a dedicated group of professionals who share the same ideals and goals. Myself, I was first introduced to the aquatic environment at the early age of 14. Born and raised in New York City, my family was fortunate to have a beachside property in Mystic Islands, New Jersey. I was always interested in animals, and especially marine mammals. I had worked with animal importers during the summer breaks, and even as a young lad of 7, I was breeding and selling fish to pet shops in New York City. My father had a part-time job driving a bakery delivery van in Atlantic City, and it was through that I had my first encounter with a dolphin. Now you might ask, how does that have anything to do with marine mammals? Well, my dad gave the leftover bread to the operator of a small attraction, Aqualand. It had several animals on display: bears, alligators, penguins, sea lions, and most importantly, 2 dolphins. I was given a part-time job during the summer of feeding and mostly cleaning up after the animals, but the best part was being able to feed the dolphins. That was it. I had the bug big time. In those days, the whole idea of training dolphins was pretty new. There were just a handful of oceanariums and less handlers, not to mention anyone qualified to train a dolphin. As it happened, my father passed away that summer. My mother decided to sell the summer home and continue to work in the city. For me, that was not the direction that I wanted to go. After discussions with the owner of the attraction, Del Winders, I was given the opportunity to live with his family and continue to work with the animals. Well, that was the beginning of a fabulous career in marine mammals. We started catching dolphins in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and training them with oceanariums across the USA. An industry was born. Oceanariums started to spring up all over the place. It was a learning time in my life, and when I look back, one that I sometimes feel a bit sad about. The industry was highly commercial, and we all became caught up in the excitement. If only we had known that these creatures were our relatives on this planet. Short-sighted? Probably. Consider, though, if we hadn't done what we did. It was through oceanariums that dolphins and whales became recognized as the beautiful, highly social, intelligent creatures that they are. Before that, fishermen were using dolphins for bait, and if it wasn't for our pioneering work, they would probably still be doing so today. All in all, the industry has provided us with an insight to these amazing creatures. As a marine mammal pioneer, I now recognize that keeping them in captivity was wrong. We must respect them, and it's essential that we leave nature to its own. There's no need to capture or kill these magnificent creatures. Just look at the killer whale incidents of recent times. Their lives in captivity is just a concrete world, and that is wrong. I know because I too was on the receiving end of a not-so-happy killer whale, Marineland, Niagara Falls, Canada, 1977. Nuka was her name, and on that day, in front of some 5,000 spectators, I got on her back for the hurdle jump. It all went very bad, to the screams of the visitors. However, through some good handlers and my ability to hang on, I can still write this today. But put yourself in a captive whale's place, trapped in a swimming pool for years. Occasional mental stimulation from handlers, but the rest of his life is just swimming back and forth, day in, day out. Look at a killer whale in the wild and you'll see a straight-up dorsal fin, but in a concrete pool, it is curved, indicating the continued movement in one direction. Sounds pretty horrible for such intelligent and social creatures, doesn't it? I owe something back. I guess we all do. With your support, we can make a difference. Take the time to read some of the articles listed in the historical section of the website. Any questions, we would love to hear from you. Visit oceansharmony.org. Together, we will make a difference and put things right. Come with me on this new and exciting journey.